Bound by Fate and Blood by Jenna O'Malley. The Merna Annals, Book 1.
Chapter 32. Ian. Ian didn't expect the ride to the misted woods to go so quickly. He took notice of how other sunwalkers reacted when they dismounted at the forest's fogged-over perimeter, as if they were in shadows. Harume leaned in closer before stepping into the fog herself, whispering, "Drink this potion and follow my feet, so you do not hesitate. Maria's spells won't be enough here." Ian did as told, sliding the empty vial into his pocket and following her through the trees. Daylight showed them a path as the mist spread around them, and ghouls reached through the fog to grab Ian's clothes. As the potion kicked in, he could see their translucent forms chasing from all sides. "Do not stop moving, lest you join their ranks," Harume called to him in her sing-song voice, giving him a melody to follow and to block out ghastly screams. "Who are they?" "Merna and humans who fell in these woods. The mist keeps all it consumes for eternity. Keep moving and do not waste your breath, Ian. We still have far to go." Unlike the knights ripping through the English countryside with their shifera, they broke free of the misted woods in a few hours. Harume flashed forward to check the clearing and signal everybody to safety. Ian tripped over the final steps as he joined them. He tumbled forward, and a painful somersault cracked his back off an overgrown root. Ghostly fingers latched onto him, grabbing fabric and flesh to pin him down and drag him backward for consumption. Harume and two other sunwalkers sliced through the ghosts with weapons and casting. Ian stumbled to his feet, and she trapped spirits of the dead with a shrill note. He followed her for a sprint to the edge of the clearing's opposite side. He dropped to his knees there, holding his abdomen as his lungs screamed for relief. "Stupid human," one of the sunwalkers muttered. Harume offered him help from the ground. "Any pain?" "Nothing Arya's potions will not handle. Daylight burns fast for us. Was the trail set?" "We were thorough. Your tumble will not go unnoticed, though, so prepare for phrase commentary." "What an absolute shame." Harume flashed ahead of the crowd, kneeling to check tracks and clues along the way as they went deeper and deeper into enemy territory. Ian admired her abilities, both in open fields and dense woods. "These are from decades of improving my skills, Ian." "How do you know my thoughts?" "The same way Frey did the night you met him in London. You think too loud when your mind wanders. We are headed in the right direction. These marks were made within the last hour." "How do hunters move in comparison to humans?" "Akin to what you saw during our battle in London. They are faster for most humans, but they are not faster than Merna without science or alchemy to match our magic and creations." Harume sniffed a passing breeze. "Do you sense a trap deep in my bones?" "Something is not right. Stay here." She shifted into her domestic cat form and melted into shadows. The glen protecting them was a deafening void consumed in silence and the bright sun. Frankincense coasted on the next wind that tickled Ian's nose. "Bovary is not far away." Harume landed next to them, producing a tattered scrap of their archer's long sleeve. "I hope this means he yet lives." "Agreed. Did you see anything else?" "The safe house is not far from here. I did not see scouts, but we should consider alternate routes after rest, as the other group will need time to bring supplies." Ian asked, "How long do we have to wait for the other contingent?" "They will signal us. Lay low and rest. You will need your energy, and do not wander. I will take watch." Harume flipped into the trees. The literal calm before the storm of battle made Ian tense, as it would any merchant. The scrolls and annals Bovary shared detailed the hunter's ruthlessness across time. Instinct explained this battle wouldn't pull any punches. As Ian dozed into a light sleep, he recalled accounts of Neftiri's last battle in person with the guild. He could almost hear her bare feet tripping through the lush greenery and into his embrace. The bells from their dances marked her way, and he wondered if he could actually hear her. He groaned, arching into her astral touch despite the searing headache penetrating his temples. "You are cruel to visit me now, when you are out of reach physically." Golden mist and purple shadows intertwined them together. "This dreamscape is to help you relax." "You succeed there, lass." "Be careful, Araibib," she whispered. "This dream world is how you knew me before London, isn't it? I saw your home burn, and I saw your pain. It is not your fault." She nuzzled into his chest, and he marveled at the way she shouldered his grief with her embrace. "Does this mean you were dreaming of me or with me in that cave?" "You coy lass, you're blushing, aren't you?" "Ian, don't be so forward." "You're smiling. Well worth the risk." He clung to the dream when it faded hours later. A blinding light landed outside his hiding place. Battle cries alerted him to check the glen, and the landscape conjured Gaelic vulgarities from his lips. Hunters found their location. His sword and firearm came out as he sensed Hotamy drop into step at his side. "By your lead, Ian!" They charged into the fray of hunters, heading for them, dancing with one another inherently. Light filtered across the horizon, giving them the inspiration to hold on until Frey and the others appeared. They risked being overwhelmed. "Pace your voice for a larger audience," Ian called to her as their contingent regrouped. Two hunters rained arrows from higher vantage points into enemy skulls. More hunters drove them closer to the safe houses. "I do not enjoy my back being pressed into a wall," Hotamy mewed, slamming a pair of daggers through the air to sink into prejudiced human hearts. "We need to reach Yanairana." A hunter closed on them, and he aimed to fire. The firearm did not respond, though. Thinking fast, Ian threw the pistol the way Hotamy slung her dagger. He released a triumphant battle cry when the handle connected with the hunter's face. She handed him a fresh weapon in return. "Leave that one behind. What about Yanairana? We risk revealing our position further." "Like our position exists anymore. We need to reach higher ground and to give a signal." "Consider it done." Hotamy vanished. A small rocket of color arced into the sky and zipped along the horizon. As it fizzled, a second one followed. Ian charged for their launch point. The rest of their pack followed Hotamy, dropping into step with Ian. To his left, Yanairana twisted into an orange and black tiger. She ripped through hunters with her teeth and tore them apart with her claws. Ian and others exhausted firearms, exchanging them for fresh and partially used weapons off of hunters from where they dropped. A vibrating scream echoed into the distance, and Ian's heart swelled at the second contingent charging from the flank. Hunters followed at their backs, and as the sun set, they were surrounded. Yanairana transformed into her human likeness, dancing with Ian through battle in Hotamy's place. "Frey needs to hurry. Our wounded are many. We count too many too fast." "Blame the sun, not him and Covilius," Ian replied, turning a hunter toward her for slashing with metal claws fashioned into her gauntlets. "They have us pinned." Hotamy joined them. Yanairana cleaned metal claws on a dead hunter's shirt. "Without a place to run." "We need to find Vovry," Ian signaled Hotamy. "Cut me a path to the safe houses on the other side." Again she stalled, but Yanairana's hand landed on her shoulder. "You are his best choice, not me." "May Hecate be at your back." Hotamy launched a path toward the refuge. Ian followed at her heels, providing clean-up with deadly aim. As they sprawled into the alcove of poorly cared-for buildings, another flash of fireworks called the remaining hunters away. Hotamy wiped her daggers on another discarded shirt, thankful to Frey and Covilius for arriving with the moon at long last, to relieve them of their duties. "We should look for Vovry." Ian exited one hut empty-handed, heading toward another. Hotamy went into the other end of the destitute camp. Evidence of many hunters and several of Tempest's soldiers lay out in the open. They did not expect retaliation so soon. She explored each safe house, as both a cat and a human, making certain to check under floors in her domesticated form and not. "Vovry, please answer us." Ian exited to the next to last house, bellowing, "Where are you, you book-loving ass?" He double-checked the first set of safe houses, but a muffled pounding tweaked his ears. "Vovry?" The pounding doubled in speed. "Hotamy, he's here!" She picked locks, holding the trunk closed, and threw off the lid. Vovry struggled to sit upright against ropes while biting through a cloth gag. Ian sliced the ropes free. Hotamy removed the gag and tipped a potion into Vovry's mouth. "Drink, friend. Seeing you does us well." "Where's my bow? We have hunters to deal with."